Hi there, this is Jen, and thanks for joining me today. Today I am doing a follow-up or a second part to the video that I did yesterday, which was a part of the Card Hoppin' Hop for the month of January. And basically the Card Hoppin' group has a theme and two different techniques. The theme was taking a old card or a card you've done before and then redoing it in the theme for the month, which was a landscape diamond fun fold or a diamond fun fold. So yesterday I did the landscape diamond fun fold, and today I am doing just the diamond fun fold. The smile card that is in the background is the card that I'm going to recreate into a fun fold. So I'm using the Peking Giraffe stamp set from Whimsy Stamps, the Sunray stencil from Whimsy Stamps. The embossing folders that I showed are actually from Michael's. It comes in a 2-pack and it kind of looks like clouds. And then I'm using some leaf dies from my stash. And I also might pull in some other products, but these are the main ones that I'm using. And I've already gone ahead and colored up my main giraffe image, and I will go ahead and color up that blank one too. And I always make a template before I do a fun fold that I haven't done before, and I keep it in my stash so that I can refer to it when I make it again. This one is so super easy. You just need two pieces of cardstock cut 4 1/4 to 5 1/2, and basically you're putting those two together and adding a few score lines. So I'm going to go ahead and do the background first so that it has a little bit of time to dry. I'm going to take the Sunray stencil, and I am using this Creative Expressions metallic gilding paste. And the cool thing about the Creative Expressions pastes are that they're in these glass jars, and the top of the container has the sponge already in it, so it's already got the coordinating sponge, and you don't have to worry about getting one out of your stash. But I'm going to go ahead and run that paste through the stencil, and it gives this really pretty shine to it. And then I'm going to take the cloud embossing folder and spritz my cardstock with a little bit of water so it doesn't crack, and run that through my die cut machine. Actually, I should have done this step after the next step. So I do take a circle die and cut out the center of this cardstock, and I should have done that first just so that when I ran it through my die cutting machine again, that it didn't kind of doesn't crush the embossing, but it kind of minimizes it a little bit. And once I have that done, I'm going to go ahead and add the score lines. I'm going to add them at 3/4, 2 3/4, and 4 3/4. And you're going to do the same to that second piece. So the piece that I put the gilding paste on, I'm going to do the same. So both the top and the bottom 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 piece of cardstock is going to be scored exactly the same. And so after I've got that done, I'm going to add a little bit of blue ink to my clouds, and then use my bone folder to make those lines nice and creased. And that's going to be the front. And then I'm going to go ahead and take the back piece. I'm going to turn it over only because it's got the paste on it and I didn't want it to ruin that. So I'm going to go ahead and score again in the exact same spots. So it's 3/4, 2 3/4, and 4 3/4. And I'll take my bone folder again and just make sure those creases are nice and tight. So next I'm going to go ahead and start assembling the card. And so I've taken the giraffe that's going to be on the inside of the card, or the one that you're really not going to see too much. I've colored up his face a little bit just in case you can see it from the side. I'm going to add some foam to the top, and I'm doing this so that the giraffe that is kind of peeking out of the window is a little bit stronger, especially opening and closing the card multiple times. I just wanted to make sure that the giraffe wasn't going to be flopping around in there, and by doubling it up a little bit, I think that's going to help it to be sturdy. And so I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of glue to the trunk of the giraffe, and that's going to be adhered to the front of the card. And then I also add a little bit of glue to my foam dots. I do that a lot of times because a lot of times I'm using some older foam from my stash, and it just helps to make sure that that's going to adhere really well. And then I finished off the card by adding a few leaves to the front. and I am using some adhesive on the left and the right side of the card. You're just going to add the adhesive up to the 3/4 mark, and then that's going to go right on top of your back piece. And since the score lines are in the exact same front place on the front and the back, it's just going to create this really easy diamond fold that was super easy to create. So there is the inspiration or the redo card, and here is my new card. I added that same smile die, and that is from Whimsy Stamps as well. And that is my card for today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did like this video or found it informative, I would love a thumbs up. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.